Guest password.
Started, right? Okay. So where did we leave off? Which exercise was it? Exercise 3, right? Okay.
You don't want to sit down here. I'm good.
Okay, so it was exercise 3 that we had left off. So in exercise 3, so what they're saying is اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات, read and write with clarifying the endings of the words. You have the first one. Right? So how is this read? How do you read this? Babul madrasati. Babul madrasati. Babul, right? Madrasati. So this is mudaf ilay, right? And this would be mudaf. Okay. So the possessed and the possessor. Right? So this would be the possessed, right? And this is the possessor. So this would be translated the madrasa's door. Right? Madrasa's door. And as I said, the mudaf ilayh is always going to be majroor in the state of kasra. Babul madrasati. The madrasa's door. We're on the third exercise. The second one, we have himarur rajuli. Himarur rajuli. The man's donkey. The man's donkey. Okay? So, rajuli, mudaf ilayh, himar, mudaf. So, what's being possessed?
Donkey.
Yes. By whom?
Man.
Yeah. Baytu Hamidin. Third one.
Hamid's house.
Hamid's house. So Hamid's house. Baytu Hamidin. Right, so you have mudaf ilayh over here. Hamidin. So Baytu is the mudaf. And Hamidin mudaf ilayh. Right? So Baytu is the possessed, Hamid is the possessor. Okay? So Bayt is attributed to Hamid. And fourth one, Sayyaratul. What would be the,
Principal's car.
yeah, Sayyaratul. Sayyaratul Mudiri, the principal's car. Right? So again, you have Mudaf and Mudaf ilayh. Okay. Fifth, Mindilu
Amarin.
Ammarin. So Mindilu Ammarin. Translation?
Amar's handkerchief.
Ammar's handkerchief. Yeah. So Ammar's handkerchief. And this would be Ismut Talibi. Ismut Talibi. The student's name. The student's name. Ismut Talibi. The student's name.
Ismu is name, right?
Name. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So in this context, it's name.
Okay.
And like in grammatical context, it would be noun. But in this context, it's name.
Okay.
So we can create a question from Ismu Talibu.
Ismut Talibi.
Talibi.
Yeah. Mudaf mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh always going to be in a state of kasra.
Yeah,
Next one is easy. Baytullah, Allah's house. Which would be Kaaba. Baytullah, Allah's house. And how is this one read?
In Allah's book.
Yes, so how do we read it?
Fi kitab.
Fi, good. Kitabi billahi. So fi, this is harf jar, right? The noun that comes after it is going to be in the state of kasra, and Allah is mudaf ilayh, right? So kitab, mudaf ilayh. This kasra is being governed by this. This kasra is because it is mudaf ilayh to this.
But normally be kitabu, is that right?
No, unless there was no fi there, then it would be
Yeah.
kitabullah, yeah.
Okay.
But because the fi is there, so the ending of this word is going to be governed by the fi. Yeah. Okay, longer one. Next one. How do you read this? Min. Yes. Min baytil mudarrisi. Yes. Min baytil mudarrisi, which translates to from
Uh,
from the
teachers.
from the teacher's house. Yeah. So Baiti is in the state of kasra because of min. Good. And this is in the state of kasra because it is mudaf ilayh. Right? So min Baitil mudarrisi. So far so good?
So from the teacher's house?
Yeah, from the teacher's house. Yeah. From the teacher's house. Mhm. Okay. How about this one?
On the principal's desk.
And how do you read it?
Ala maktabi al-mudiri.
Good, perfect. Ala maktabil mudiri. Maktabil mudiri. So ala, right? This is one of those particles that give a kasra to the noun that comes after it. So this ending is being governed by that. And this is mudaf ilayh to maktab. Right? Good? Any questions so far?
Can you go over mudaf ilayh one more time, please?
Yeah. So, just, okay. So if you look at the beginning of the chapter, they introduce mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So something simple. You have kitab, kitabun, right? And then you have a word, then you have a name, Bilalun, right? But you want to make this, right, to Bilal's book. How do we make kitabun and Bilalun? Because this on its own means book. Bilalun on its own is just a name,
Yeah.
Bilal. But how do we construct this sentence so it becomes Bilal's book, right? So this is where mudaf and mudaf ilayh is introduced at the beginning of the chapter. So kitabu. So how do we do it? We will make this mudaf ilayh by omitting the tanween. Number one. One dhamma there, and by omitting the tanween over here, the two dhammas, and make it into two kasras. So this is kitabu Bilalin, right?
This is not one word.
Yeah, not one word.
Like a
Sentence.
sentence.
Yeah, so it's one sentence. So kitabu Bilalin. So this is mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayh. Okay, so the first word is possessed, right? And this is Bilal is the possessor. So this is what mudaf and mudaf ilayh is. Right? So the first word, it is called mudaf. The second word is the possessor. It is called mudaf ilayh. It is called mudaf ilayh. So few notes that I had sent was that the mudaf, it takes neither the definite nor indefinite article. So it's wrong to say al-kitabu, right? Bilalun.
Oh.
You can't say that. So it has to be, you can't put alif lam over here. Because it's already definite. It's being attributed to this, right?
Yeah.
So it's already definite in a manner of speaking, right? So you can't make it more definite by putting alif lam.
Yes.
Okay? So the mudaf is always going to be without alif lam. Okay? Okay. Okay. Then we have another example. Baytul. So baytun on its own house,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then imamun on its own imam. Okay, but what if we want to say Imam's house? How do we construct this into a legible sentence? Right? So we will construct this into a legible sentence by omitting the tanween, putting one dhamma, so baytu, right? And making this into kasra, baytu
Imam.
imamin. So the
Why
imam,
not single?
an imam's house. It could be an imam's house, or if you want to make this definite, so you can write al-imam. Baytul imami,
Yes.
like that. So it could be Baytul imamin, an imam's house, like indefinite, or Baytul imami, the imam's house. Either one is fine. Okay? Another example that they gave was
Where is the? I don't have.
so kitabu man. I'm sorry.
I don't have these examples.
No, this is from the. This is not from the book.
Okay.
Yeah, this is from the beginning of the. Not from the beginning of the chapter,
Okay.
but you know the material that I sent. It's from that. Yeah. So, for example, kitabu man. Whose book is this? Right? Whose book is this? So kitabu mudaf. This is mudaf ilayh. Right? Now, man, it is in the genitive state, but it's not going to change because man is always going to remain man. You can't change it. So it's not going to be kitabu manin or something. No, it's going to be man because that's how you're going to read it until the day of judgment. You're going to read it kitabu man. You follow me? Right? This is not going to change. Man means who? Right? But it is mudaf ilayh. It is mudaf ilayh. Right? So whose book is this? So you have a possessed, right? Something being possessed by that. So man is the possessor and kitab is the possessed.
That's not.
So this one is mudaf ilayh when it is coming after kitabu.
Yeah, kitabu man. So
Okay.
if I say kitabu man, whose book is this? So this is mudaf ilayh. So man, it remains unchanged, right? It remains unchanged because it's a noun which is indeclinable. I mentioned that was in the notes that I sent. It's indeclinable, meaning it remains the same forever and ever. Just like ala, ila, right? Min, fi, they always remain that way. Not going to change. Okay.
But that wouldn't be incomplete. What? How is it implied? Is it whose book is this? Wouldn't it be whose book? Or,
So kitabu man,
yeah.
right? So book and whose,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So the sentence it is complete,
Okay.
right? In English we would have to add some words,
Right.
but in Arabic the sentence itself is complete. In English we're going to add some words so that it makes sense.
Okay. Got it.
So kitabu man, whose book, but then that's not a complete sentence.
Right.
But this sentence in Arabic is complete. So we're going to add it in English. We're going to add a few words in English. Kitabu man, whose book is this?
So sometimes man is before the word, so we are not getting those sentences in mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
How so?
Like in the past, we read a lot of starting with the man.
Yes. So man, like for example, if you say man anta,
Yeah.
right, who are you? Right? Who are you? Man anta. So who are you? That's not an example of mudaf ilayh.
Okay.
So this would be an example of mudaf ilayh. I'm going to resend the
Yeah, they just notify that
yeah.
your notes.
Yeah. So I'll resend it again. And just read through it. Inshallah, everything will become a little bit more clear.
It is not a general case because.
Okay. Okay, so any questions? All right, I think we'll stop over here and continue with exercise 4 next week. But exercise 4, it's just reading. If you look at the first thing, iqra, it means to read. And the first sentence is basically a question. Aina baytul mudarrisi. Where is the teacher's house? And huwa ba'idun.
That's far.
It is far. Huwa is it. It is far. Huwa ba'idun. So that's just a taste for what's coming next week. We'll stop over here. But any questions? Any further questions related to what we have covered today? It just takes some time to practice it and go through the material. Nothing that can't be handled.
Sheikh, what's the term for when it doesn't change? Is it
Indeclinable.
indeclinable?
Indeclinable.
What's the Arabic term?